down on gorillas. It is fucking miserable. Miserable. Shit's got to get done. It's getting close to it. Looking at the calendar and I'm like, jeez, this time next month I'm going to be planting. So I get my house into gear. I know I look pretty set up, don't I, to be fair, but I've got a few things to do. I have to magnesium limestone for pH, calcium and magnesium. And also kelp meal this is. It's got seaweed on the label. I'm pretty sure it's kelp. It could be a mix actually. Looks like there's black stuff in there as well. But it might be a mix of stuff with seaweed meal. Either way, quality stuff. I'm not advertising them, but pretty good brand. Oh, let's just let you know what I'm doing. Got a bag of compost. Brought that down with me. Gonna drop some compost on my auto flow site. 6 in each row. I've got super soil, compost, all sorts of shit going on under there. For the last 2 or 3 years, I've just been building on it, you know, build the soil, because that's the point. If you've got shit soil, you've got shit product, and it's that simple. So, all your work needs to go into the soil. That's, boom, that's it. If your soil's correct, you know, you can't control the weather, so that's out of your hands. But what is in your hands is picking genetics and putting the right stuff in the soil. Don't cheap it. If you think you're going to be able to grow some dank outside in the UK cheaply, you're mad. I mean, if you find a perfect ground, which is very, 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 very difficult to come across. I have got a place like that, but it's very, very hard to come across. So this place, this site, I'm, you know, 500 scholar into this site this year. Yeah, so it's not even like it's a cheap deal. It's not a cheap deal. I mean, you can do it cheap. Don't get me wrong, guys. Get yourself some scissors, you can stick it in the ground, see what happens. But for me, I need proper medicine, so I like to do it correct. Let's have a little look what I've got. So as you can see, my soil is fucking beautiful, and underneath this there is a layer of homemade super soil from last year, full of vermiculite, perlite, you name it, it's in there, the whole shebang. So I've got one more bag of compost to put on this side because that needs topping up. Chuck a bit of kelp, seaweed on it, a bit of lime, and that's ready. They're ready to go. Just letting it get rained on for a day or two now, just so everything gets, you know, lots of moisture, because the ground's really going to appreciate all this rain. We don't, but the soil does. So these are pretty much ready to go now. I've just got to add some. Oh, look at the life in there. Right, so I've just got to add some kelp and some some lime, just to make sure my pH is correct. But there you go, straight away, look. Worms. If your spot hasn't got worms in your patch, you haven't got the right stuff in your soil, because you should be attracting worms. All the worms from around this area should be wanting to come to this little patch here, where I've got hay, I've got nice smelly fertiliser in there, and it should, if you leave it, worms will just come to you. Which these all are, full of worms and bugs and lovely stuff, so I'm happy about that. Been working on this patch for 2-3 years. So it's 2 years of super soil, and this year I've done a different route of compost, and I've gone Eco Thrive life cycle. So some charge and some seaweed and some, you know, I've added some stuff, some minerals to blah de blah. But yeah, that's where I'm at, gorillas. It's looking pretty nice, isn't it? it's a little bit open at the minute. I can't wait for everything to grow over, you know. But hey ho. Stay blessed. Yep.